All right, hello guys. Today we are going to be using the Bond Bar. Remember I said that I had a little too much hydration, so we're going to be using this as our protein builder today. So we're starting off with step 0, and this is the one for coily kinky hair. So they have different numbers and you go based off your hair type. So I got the one for the coily kinky hair. So I'm starting off with step 0, which would be the pre-poo. The directions say to apply to dry hair in small sections from the roots to the ends until the hair feels damp. Leave on for 10 minutes. Do not rinse. Follow with the number 3, which is what we have here. Bonding pre-shampoo. So, Bond Bar, that's what we're using today. I'm super duper duper excited to try this. I finally got the unbrush. So let's start. So that's gonna section off my hair. My hair is tangled and my hair is dirty. I have a lot of buildup from my last wash day. So, got a lot of work to do today. Probably gonna do 2 shampoos today. So, let's get started. So it says in small sections. So I'm just gonna half that. Clip that away. From roots to ends. So starting at the root and going down, just going to rake that through. It smells good. Kind of floral, but not overpowering. It says until damp, so it feels damp now. And I'm just going to do a quick twist right here. Just to know that this section is complete. All right. Now let's go into the next section. Spraying from the roots to the ends. Raking that down. And then section that off, twist this off to section it off. So I'm just going to proceed with this for the rest of my hair. Probably going to do a little fast forward here. So I don't typically do a lot of protein treatments because my hair is not the biggest fan of the protein, but I'm trying to find one that doesn't leave my hair so stiff. And this Bond Bar says that it's repair, protect, and hydrate. So let's see. It is already converting my curls back. So this part feels a little dry. Let's see what it does. What it does. And today I won't be doing a wash and go. I'm just gonna go through and do a twist out. Well, not a full complete twist out, but I'm gonna be doing like mini twist, I guess. And I'll take them down. hasn't been too tangled, which is why I haven't picked up my brush yet. I thought I would need it after the pony, but I seem to be doing pretty okay. So that's good. And there's not like a lot of shedding. I don't know if you guys see that, but there's like barely anything on my hand. Do you see the buildup here? Can you see it? I don't know if you can, but I can. I don't remember if I said this earlier, but because we're using a pre-poo, I'm gonna go shampoo conditioner instead of conditioner shampoo. Alright, you have to see this one. I know you can see the build-up there. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. This is the most unruly section. This little brush right here. Unruly. The 4C portion. Also the part that's prone. Where'd tangle go? Okay, that's prone to tangling. I mean, not that my whole hair isn't prone to tangling, but this part just extra tangles for no reason. I think I'm gonna split this into 2 sections. Do you see the buildup? It's ridiculous. That's why I had to put my hair in one. All right, so I'm just gonna put this up and leave it for 10 minutes uncovered because it did not say to cover it. I'm gonna leave it uncovered for about 10 minutes. And I'll be back. Okay, so step 0. Yeah, step 0 says very specifically not to rinse. And use this to dampen the hair. And then step 3, which would be the Bond pre-shampoo. This says that apply a generous amount from scalp to tip on damp hair. So my hair is still damp. So I'm just going to apply it like that and then leave it on for 10 minutes. And then we're gonna go into the shower and rinse our hair. So let's take this down. I'm gonna use that much. See how it works. Pretty thick. It's not really sliding, so pretty thick. We went, as they said, from top, from the scalp to the bottom by the end. It's okay. So we applied that right on top of the spray bonding primer. So primer, then pre-poo. I'm just twisting that back to know that I'm done with that particular section. Okay. too much. Don't do that. I'm still gonna use it though. So now this is going to be on for the next 10 minutes. Okay, I'll be back in 10. Okay guys, can you see the definition on this? Kind of makes me want to do a wash and go, but I won't. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, kind of makes me want to do a wash and go with this definition, but I'm not going to. We are going to stick to the plan. So I'm going in with the shampoo followed by the conditioner and then bond concentrate. So step 3 says rinse from hair, shampoo with 4 and condition with 5. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's get to it. Brush, where's my shampoo brush? All right, got my shampoo brush. I hope you can see this. And number 3. Okay, it says recommended to use 2 or 3 times a week. That's the bonding pre-shampoo. I don't think we're gonna do that. Oh, maybe we will. So I'm gonna do my twist out for Friday, and then I'm gonna shampoo again on Monday or Tuesday. Today is what, Monday? Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But we'll try to get 2 shampoos in within the week, just to see how the system actually works, because it says recommended 2 to 3 times a week. So we're gonna go for 2. All right, let's get into the shampoo. So the shampoo says to apply to the roots. Let's see. Apply to wet hair, massage from scalp to ends, and rinse. So like I said, my hair is pretty dirty, so we're gonna try to go in with 2 shampoos. Bring it down because it says scalp to ends. So I'm going to continue to massage that end and then kind of just bring it down, bring it down. I want to really make sure I get a good rub on my scalp because of how dirty my scalp actually is. You can see we have a lot of smudge. So, going out with my shampoo brush, rub, rub, rub. So we're just gonna rinse this out and go back in with the next shampoo. As I've mentioned before, my hair is pretty thin, so I just go around the borders with a good amount of shampoo, and then kind of just, I can work it in from there. I go down the middle just to make sure that everywhere is getting shampoo. Very botanical smell. If you don't like the smell of flowers, I do not recommend getting this. Okay, so So yes, it is hydrating, but I can tell that it is definitely not a hydrating shampoo. Although it claims to be hydrating, I can tell that its main purpose is not hydration, which I felt when I rinsed this out. So let's just go back in here. Let's add the conditioner. So, oh, I forgot to mention the shampoo and conditioner jars are 8 fluid ounces, and both things, the bonding primer and the pre-poo, 4 fluid ounces. The styler is also 4 fluid ounces, which is highway robbery if you ask me. Because you could at least give me an 8-ounce styler. Sorry, a piece of hair left my eye. At least. I use a lot of styler. Is that a type 4? A lot of styler. Okay. So now conditioner, apply a generous amount, leave on for 3 minutes, then rinse. It feels super duper thick, just shaking the bottle. Does it say to apply to scalp? Yeah. Apply to scalp. I'm gonna do the same thing I did with my shampoo and just go around the border initially. And then I'm gonna come down the middle. I'm just gonna turn my water off right now. As the sirens alarm. Okay. So I'm going to do this one in sections. Okay. So scalp, bring it down. And it has some slip, not as much slip as I would be used to, but something is there. So now I'm going to go in with my unbrush and just rake that down. Oh, that is nice. That is gliding through. That is very nice. Oh, okay. Thought I forgot something. It's here though. It's here. So that's part 1. Just gonna throw that in a big twist so I'm done with the section. Once again, grab some conditioner. So let's see how good the slip is, because we use the brush to untangle this part. So let's use our fingers to detangle this part. Okay, the slip is not bad at all, actually. Not bad at all, if I do say so myself. And after adding the conditioner, My hair does not feel as dry as it did with the shampoo. It's not as hydrated as it's ever been, but that also was our goal here. So my hair does feel kind of like it's almost back to normal. So we are definitely gonna try and get that second wash in for the week. I am just going to, oh, it's one more step. But this has to sit for 3 minutes, so. All right, let's read the instructions for this in the meantime. I did set my timer, right? Okay, yeah. So this says, if I could find directions, apply a small amount to damp or dry hair, focusing on mid-length to end, style as needed. So I'm gonna cut this off now because all I have to do is rinse out my conditioner. I guess I'll just leave it. It's like a 1 minute wait left. All I have to do is rinse out the conditioner and then I'm gonna twist. I'll show you guys how I do my twist. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I guess I'll just stay and wait so you can see me rinse out my conditioner. But that'll be it until the styling portion. Okay, that's time. That was our 3 minutes. So rinse it out and then I'm gonna twist it back. So I'm just doing this motion here. Okay. This might be a better angle. I'm not sure. Just trying to get the conditioner out. And my hair actually feels pretty hydrated. That might be because of the water. We'll see when we actually go to style. I have not selected my stylers. That may be a problem. Okay. I'm just doing this motion to make sure I get my scalp and raking my hands down my hair. To get that conditioner out of the strands. Now this did not come with a leave-in. What I think I'm gonna do is just use my Shea Moisture African black soap, I think it is, as my leave-in. And style from there. I'll try and see what products I have because I think that's the closest protein leave-in that I would have because it's a strengthening leave-in. So protein. And like I said, I'm just gonna twist it back. I'm just gonna cover up my hair so it stays wet. So when I get ready to use the Shea Moisture, even I did not bring it in the shower with me. My hair is still at least damp. So hopefully it takes to the leave-in well. Okay, last time. And I hope this is a good angle. Just rake my hair down, my hands down the hair shaft. And then a quick twist. My hair still feels very hydrated. So definitely gonna use this again sometime this week. As it says, 2 to 3 times a week. I figure I would be a one and done girly, but nope. So it's like protein, but not too much.
guess either that or my hair needs a lot more protein. Anyway, it's a protein builder, so we'll go with it.
Okay, we're back. So I'm just going to add in the leave-in conditioner and go from there. All right, so where'd it go? So we're gonna do the strengthen and restore leave-in from Shea Moisture, and it is Jamaican black castor oil. And then we're gonna use the Mayel pomegranate honey twisting souffle. I'm just making sure that you guys can see it. Follow it up with some, hopefully this is the last time, Wet Line Extreme. I really want to try some different gels, but I am not throwing this away. We are going to use it up. So as you can see, my hair is, although the Bond Bar is protein, it's looking moisture, very moisture. So I'm just gonna go in with the leave-in first. And I'm going to go from my tips and work it down into my roots. And then I'll have to get that. I'm going to use the Bond Bars concentrate to kind of lock in the Shea Moisture. But our hair is very clean based off that buildup. And granted, that is why we did so many shampoos, but at least we know it's clarifying. So let's go. Apply a small amount to damp or dry hair. So our hair is still damp, mid-length to ends. Style is desired. So what I'm going to do, because it did not give instructions on whether I could put product on or not, I'm going to lock in the leave-in on this side with the oil, and then on the next side, so I'm it down, yeah. On the next side, I'm just going to put the oil on and then the leave-in. I don't know if there will be a difference, because this is a twist out, not a wash and go. So we'll see. All right. And it says we don't need a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop it into my hand and then just pull it down the shaft. Rub, 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 grab, pull. Like I said, it said nothing about the scalp. It says the mid to ends of hair. So that's what we're gonna do, mid to end of hair. Say my hair looks more frizzy on this side already with no leave-in. Let's do a quick comparison. This side with the leave-in first, this side with the leave-in second. Definitely feeling the leave-in side first. But let's continue on. I'm just doing this because this side feels a little drier than the other side. So I'm adding a little bit more product. I still like this side more. This side just looks, I don't know. I'll be honest, right now this side is looking a little bit more defined than this one. This side is looking a little puffy. All right, now we parted on this side, we parted down the middle, so we're gonna part this way for our twist out this week. Let's see how this is going. So here's the thing with my twist. I do not part my hair because I don't want it to come out. Like, I just part the middle part. Well, whichever part I'll be using. But I don't want it to come out so uniform. I want it to be puffy. I want it to look like one cool scene, coherent something. So let's grab that part. One down. I'm gonna pick that up. There's one section, and then this is the next section. And then finally, we have the back section. I'm just gonna go straight in with the twisting souffle, if I can get it open. All right, twisting souffle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to this whole section, and then I'm going to clip it. So that much. Rub that together. And make sure you catch your ends and then bring it up. Alright. So what I'm gonna do now is grab a section right here, and I'm gonna put this part away. Put that part away. And now I'm gonna grab my brush. There's some hair in here from the shampoo or conditioner, whatever we used. And I am just going to clear this out. All right. Peep the length, peep the length. Look at that curl. Oh. All right. So let me get an alligator clip. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull a small section out. Oh, before that, forgot the gel. Gel is very important. The gel is going to help you to maintain hold when you take this bad boy down. So add your gel. That way when you take it down, it lasts longer. And like I said, I did notice a wet line, like flakes in my hair. Like you see how it's like blending in right now for the most part? It would like flake after it's dry. I'm not going on the dryer tonight. I'm just gonna let it air dry. So grab a little section and grab your clip. If I could find mine, grab your clip, clip that piece away, and then just go down. Like I said, I'm not doing the what did I say? I'm not going to be doing braid and then twist. So I kind of just let the chips fall where they may. Coil your bottom. I just grab a little section out and go from there. Because it's so random. I don't know what they is that. Because it's so random. And whenever you take it out, there's less chance of defined parting. That way when I go shake, 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 my hair looks more unified than if I had it parted. That's what I found anyway for my hair. So I'm just gonna continue with this for the rest of my hair. Oh man, this may have made a good wash and go. I have little to no frizz. Look. Man, I would definitely need more gel, but man, that's not bad. And I don't typically use like heavy creams for my wash and goes anymore. This may have given us a good one. My plan is to take this down on Thursday night. Oh crap. Okay, like that better. Okay. And I hope my lights don't die on me while I do this. I'm going to finish the back section, I think. And then I'm going to come back at the top. Because it's the same thing. I'm doing it over and over. And I don't add like a lot of gel. Because I don't want it as stiff as I would want to wash and go. But I still want it to like have some, like just now I added too much gel. I can feel it. But I still want it to help some hold. Definitely too much gel. You see how it isn't like blending in as fast as it did initially? Because my hair is still super wet. Which is why I have not added more water as yet. But anyway, let's go. So those curls. I don't know if you can even see them properly. She looks beautiful. Ugh. Look at that. Oh man. I think I should try a wash and go with just this brush. No finger detangled, no shingling, no anything, just the brush and the product. Let me know if you like to see it. Okay. So I have to make bigger parts at the bottom here because my hair down here is so loose. Sometimes I wonder if it's even a 4. Sometimes I wonder if it's 3. As far as I know, it still comes on the kinky coily. So I would say it's probably 4A. What do you think? And my lights are dying. My lights are dying. So see how quickly we can finish this portion. Add some light. Okay. The next section. They're a little big, huh? Ooh. All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. There we go. We're back in the game now. We are back in the game. So for the middle section of my hair, I think I will have to add water. Maybe, maybe not. Back section still low, but that's why I saturated it with the product, so it can maintain some water. And another light went. So it's gonna be like 2 or 3 here. I can't whistle. Can't whistle to save my life. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All right. Let's see. Feels like one. It's a little thin one. That's better. just gonna dry my hands, go charge my lights, and I'll be back closer to the end. Okay, so this would be the end of our hair. Definitely not dry. And I still will not be going under the dryer. I'm just gonna let it air dry. And that is it. I have to do my edges if I go anywhere, as you can see. And yeah, when it's completely dry, I'll try to remember to take a picture or a video or something, but that's that. We have our part. Just gotta put on some edge control and that's it. Peace. Alrighty, hello people. So this is how the twist out turned out. Very defined. Very nice. I did have to take some water and scrunch out the front here. And then, not too much, just like, what did I use? I used the spray bottle and I just, like, misted it and scrunched it out until most of the white was gone. And then I just left it alone to air dry. And that's how it turned out. Don't watch my edges. I'm gonna have to redo them. I just did a little quick something to come on camera. But, yeah. I think it came out pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. And I showed you the products, yeah. So let me know what you think. Ciao.